Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is JB Reviews, and I finally found a Cummins motor. I'm excited. So this is going to be high output too, and this thing has a big old booty on it, so you know what kind of truck it is. So I'm going to take this out on the road really quickly. I really want to see how this bad boy is going to drive. Oh my goodness, 1,000 pound-feet of torque. If you don't know, Ram is using a CGI for their block for the engine. I believe it's the block. It's a compacted graphite, and I am pretty sure with all these extra enhancements that they did to the engine that it's going to be more than enough to sustain that 1,000 pound-feet of torque. So we're going to take it out on a quick test drive, very quick test drive. So the engine is quieter. This is going to be, I believe this is a Tradesman, and the engine is quiet. I mean, it's not quiet in a bad way. It definitely has its, it's just quiet. I can't say it any other way. It's quiet. So we're going to take it, the engine's pretty warm, so I'm not going to get on it too hard. So here we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, the power, I'm doing 60 miles an hour right now. The power is definitely, the power is smoother. So of course this is gonna have the Eisen transmission, and man, I'm excited. This is way better than the old Cummins motor. I mean, I can say that because I don't have the high output, but it's such smooth power. And I might get a new truck, guys. I might get a new one. Who knows? Maybe I already have. Maybe they just haven't shown it to me yet. I haven't even shown you my truck. I gotta show you my 2018 Ram I have. I need to do that. I keep saying I'm gonna do that video, and I just never get around to doing it. I always have time to do these 2019s because I'm so excited. But I gotta do a video on my truck. My 2018 is coming to you guys soon. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do another acceleration going back, and I'll just show you guys how quickly you can get up to 60. So I'll be right back. All right, so here we go. There you go. That's some good acceleration there. You can't really tell that there's definitely more, I would say more torque. It's kind of hard to really tell. I mean, you're only going to be able to feel that kind of power when you're going up hills. So as far as acceleration goes, Ram is not winning any medals when it comes down to 0 to 60 times. So Ford, I think Ford is one of the fastest ones, or it might be Chevy. One of the Chevy or Ford are going to be considered a little bit quicker off the line than the Rams. Now this truck, of course, is going to have a 410 rear axle. I'll show you guys that window sticker here in a second. I just wanted to show you guys that acceleration there. All right, so here we go. 2019 Ram 3500 Tradesman Crew Cab 4x4 long bed. Now this truck with four-wheel drive Tradesman Crew Cab is gonna have a base price of $41,400. Keep in mind, this does not include the dually option. Now of course that would be with a gas 6.4 liter engine too. Now this truck has a 6.7 Cummins with a high output, 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Has that Eisen transmission, and it's gonna have all your standard features. So a 373 does come standard with this truck, and then you're gonna have a 180 amp alternator which comes with that gas motor too. Still gonna have four-wheel disc brakes. The brakes were upgraded for 2019, which is really good to note too. Now for your interior, you're gonna have that 5-inch display. This truck is equipped with that 6-speaker system, and so on and so forth. And then very little for your exterior, but would like to point out it has a 32-gallon fuel tank as opposed to a 31. This truck was painted with diamond black crystal pearl, $100. Has that heavy-duty snowplow prep group with that 220 amp alternator, and up top is going to have that transfer case skid plate with that heavy-duty snowplow prep group. Now this truck does have the fifth wheel and gooseneck towing prep group. and as with 445, chrome appearance was going to be $995. Now this does have the Tradesman Level 2 equipment group, and then here's what's going to come with that package there. You're going to basically get floor covering carpet, going to have the floor mats, rear power sliding window, going to have the window defroster in the rear also. It's going to have remote keyless entry, and it's going to have the satin chrome door handles, which kind of give you a nice touch with this all black door. So now things start to get a little interesting. Try not to show it to you. You get that electric shift on the fly transfer case, and here's the big boy right there. You get that high output Cummins. It's going to cost you $11,795, and you're going to have the 115 volt auxiliary power outlet. The dual rear wheel option is going to give you those 17s. It's also going to give you those clearance lamps. The truck was also equipped with the Park Sense rear. Now for 2019, the Park Sense actually will cover the wider body for the dually, so keep that in mind. This truck does also have the trailer brake controller and spray and bed liner. I will say I would like to see that trailer brake kind of standard on the dually. Most people who are driving this truck are probably going to have, you know, a trailer, so I just think that would be a good idea just to have it as a standard feature. Destination is going to come in at $1,695, and this truck with that high output is only $60,515. And this truck is going to be well equipped. I mean, you're still going to have all your controls for your steering wheel. They still give you a radio with a backup camera. They still give you a power sliding rear window. Now that is going to be optional, but it's still available in this truck. They give you a ton of USBs. You have 2 down there. You're still going to have a power outlet that was optional, but it comes available in this truck. And they give you an additional USB right down there. Coin holders, and you have more coin holders on the bottom down there. But for the most part, this truck does come well equipped. Now I want to point out, do not have any vanities for these visors up there, so just keep that in mind if your lady wants to look at herself in the mirror. Oh, actually on the passenger side she still can. So if she's not driving the truck that day, you definitely do have a vanity on the passenger side. So there you go. So here it is. This is going to be your 2019 Cummins. This is going to be new for 2019. As I mentioned, this does have that CGI block, which is compacted graphite iron. It's basically going to be lighter. They're actually able to lower the weight of the Cummins motor by about 60 pounds. If you've seen the Cummins motor before, a lot of things are a little different. Like I do notice that this is like an aluminum part right there that they use. And there's a few other parts on the engine that were used for aluminum. Now a few things for the new engine that are going to be new. They are going to use a higher strength alloy crankshaft, and they are going to use newly designed connecting rods, I believe, and I believe it's going to be forged too. And they're also using a little bit larger turbo for this truck too, which is capable of 33 psi. So that's what's allowing this engine really to get the additional 1,000 pound-feet of torque. I do believe this actually has less maintenance too. I believe that there was a valve maintenance that you had to do to have them adjusted, and you no longer have to do that because they're using hydraulic. They're using something hydraulic in the engine. I can't remember what it's called now, but just wanted to bring that up to you too. So, and there's, in other words, they're going to be putting a new cast iron cylinder head containing high temperature capable exhaust valves, actuated by a hydraulic lash adjuster in the block, which is going to eliminate the need for the valve train adjustment service. There's actually like a filter on top of this engine, and they also increased the time that you're supposed to change that to 75,000. I believe it was at 60,000. I'll put that in the comments too. But there you have it. That's going to be your brand new Cummins motor. We're going to do a quick startup on the engine to see how it sounds from behind. And here's high idle up front. to turn off that high idle, just hit the cruise control, and let's take a look around the truck. So as you know, on my channel, I'm always going to show you guys the payload, and this truck has probably one of the highest payloads that you've probably seen on my channel. I have one other dually that I did a video on, and I believe it was a bighorn. So this one's probably likely going to have a little bit higher payload capacity than that truck. But look at the back of this truck. I mean, I probably should get a dually. Man, this thing is nice. Golly, look at that back. Baby got back. I'm sorry, I will not make any more comments about how big the back end of this truck is. I'm so sorry. But man, I really do like the way that the mega cabs look with a shorter bed. It really makes the truck look like a beast. So here's the rear suspension. So I believe this is new for 2019. I see that it does have 2 helper springs for the rear suspension, and then of course you're gonna have your regular springs. These are gonna be Hotchkiss leaves in the rear, and I believe that was what it was for the previous generation. Now I do notice that they did put a wheel well fender liner in here too, so you do have that also. I believe that's an option. And here's your chrome wheels. Not a bad design too, looks good. Then here's your front suspension. Look how big this sway bar is. Oh my goodness, that is huge. Everything on this truck is big, of course. Now, if you've done oil changes on the Cummins yourself, I have never done it, so I'm not gonna act like I have. This area still seems kind of small. So I just wanted to point that out. I mean, it looks like you should be able to get it out, but I don't think you can. But you can see back just behind that oil filter, there's like an aluminum part there. There's actually some aluminum right there too. And this looks like for the intercooler piping here. And that's your front end of that truck too. I like how the wheels stick out a little bit from the fenders. Of course, we have to put the mirrors up. And as always, mirrors up. Man, this truck looks so good. One day I'll get a dually. One day. I gotta do it for the vlog. I'm not gonna lie, I might be a little bit of a ricer. I was kind of hoping for the high output engine. They were gonna put like a red engine cover on it to kind of differentiate it from the standard Cummins. In the comment section, let me know what you guys think about that ricey move for me to say that. I would like to see a red engine cover. Not the entire thing, but just like a part of it being red, like down the middle of it. I saw a picture online of someone kind of thinking that's what they're gonna do for this generation. I was really hoping they were gonna do that. Now, when we looked at the window sticker, we need to go back to the window sticker. I didn't see that this truck had a 410 axle in the rear. So let's go take a look at that real quickly. So guys, I did not notice this at first. This truck is utilizing the 373 with this high output. So if you're buying a truck and you want the max tow capacity, you gotta select a 410 axle. Just really quickly, let me just show you guys the interior. As you saw, you do get carpeted floor mats because that was an option in the level 2 equipment group there for the tradesman. And it's called Tradesman Level 2 Equipment Group. Now this is going to be a full bench, so this does not have a 60/40 split seat in the rear. But you still do have the storage because this is a crew cab just below. You have your cup holders down there. You still have AC vents in the rear too, and a little bit of storage also. As I always show you guys, you still have your hooks up top. That's going to pretty much be a carryover. Almost everything back here is kind of a carryover, but you still get this nicer upgraded fabric. I think it looks a lot nicer than the 2018s, even in the bighorn packages. Really nice style. And then up front, this storage area up here is going to be open to the interior. Uh-oh. That's not good. So this piece that just flew off just now, it wasn't securely fastened. Oh yeah, you had to push it in. Like I had to push it this way and it actually clicked in there. So now it's nice and sturdy. You're gonna give you some more storage on the floor there. And since this is my first diesel and dually, of course, you still get a diesel exhaust brake too. And this is how you would turn that on. Now you do not have front parking sensors, but this is what this would be for there. If you've been on my channel a number of times, you do know that I put a lot of information out there for you guys to see. I'm going to show you guys the payload. I'm going to show you the gross axle weight rating for the front and rear, and then I'm going to show you the gross vehicle weight rating for this truck. So let's get started. So the front gross axle weight rating on this truck is going to be 6,000 pounds. The gross axle weight rating in the rear is going to be 9,750 pounds. Now this truck is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 14,000 pounds. Which is going to give you a 5,458 pound payload capacity. So there you have it. So what I'm going to do now, this is the very last thing I'm going to do. If you have not had a moment yet to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to do so. It helps me out and it helps me to continue to make these videos. I actually am starting to enjoy doing this. I've probably said in my previous videos, I hate being on camera. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I do like trucks, so it's kind of like a two-edged sword for me. So what I'm gonna do next, this is the very last thing, I'm going to use the exhaust brake. Let's just see how much, if it's gotten any aggressive. So I use the exhaust brake all the time when I tow my trailer. Holy smokes, these bigger fenders are my kryptonite right now. I'm not used to driving a dually truck, and I'm not gonna pretend like I'm this G at doing it either. So I'm definitely a rookie. I will back up 17 times if I have to. So let's get on the road. I'm gonna get this bad boy up to about 40, 50 miles an hour, and let's just see how aggressive it is. I'm gonna have it in full exhaust brake too. I'm not using the auto. All right, so here we go. Oh wow, it's already working. Let me take off that kilometers. That might confuse some people. Here we go. Okay, here we are. Didn't kick in there just now. There it is. Okay. All right, let me try one more time. There we go. It's definitely working. Here, I'm gonna have to help it out. I'm sorry. Actually, let me go back this way. I'm gonna help it out right now. So I'm just gonna downshift with the transmission. There it is. That's the exhaust brake right there. Right there. Right there. It's not as aggressive as the previous generation, guys. Just gonna be honest with you. It's not as aggressive. Now, I don't have a load on my truck, but even when I don't have a load on my truck, I feel as though my truck is a little bit more aggressive. Like it will almost make you slide out of your seat. So this one's not as aggressive. So hope that was helpful. Again, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate all the people who have subscribed to my channel. And I got some exciting news coming up. I'm going to go to the DC Auto Show, although that's not what the exciting news is. I have something I'm going to tell you guys probably within the next couple of videos. I don't know if I've even told you guys yet, but I'm going to be doing something really soon. So stay tuned for that. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Oh shoot, I just did a power slide just now. There it is. Okay. All right guys, thank you.